downtown Mount Vernon in the beautiful Skagit Valley, Washington, outside the Perry and Carlson Gallery and the adjoining Perry and Carlson shop, where I am showing my current body of work. Here we are inside the Perry and Carlson shop, adjoining the gallery, and in a moment we're going to meet Trina Carlson, the owner of the shop. Coming up to her right there, and then we're going to walk over and say hello in just a second.
How about you just tell us a little bit about your store and about the gallery next door, and start with your name.
Well, I'm Trina Carlson, and my husband and partner Christian and I purchased this building 5 years ago. We moved our house and our businesses all into one space. We actually live in the building, and so we decided to use the storefronts for a shop and an art gallery next door. And we've just found such a wonderful, warm reception in our new community. The shop focuses on small maker goods. We try to work with the people that are making our products, people using natural materials, ethical practices. Sustainability is a big driver for us, and it's just a delightful creative endeavor.
Perfect.
Here we are inside the gallery. We'll just do a quick pan around to see the exhibit. Okay. I'm honored to show my new body of work here this month. This work has acted for me as an antidote to what's been on my heart as I watch many of the protections of our environment going down one at a time, and much of what threatens us as humans. But this body of work is really a celebration of nature's ability to regenerate and our connection to nature. This is Dopo l'incendio, which means after the fire. This past year, years and before that, the big fires in California and this year in Oregon, now in Colorado, have been weighing very hard on my heart because of the dear friends and the family I have in those places. And in Australia, I also have family and friends there. So it's just been really hard to see what's happening to our world. And she is standing with the fire having burned here, but she's starting to regenerate. So she's standing up proud and ready to come back and give us another try.
Close up of her.
Okay, this is Pina. She is encased in a pine cone. This is a stump that washed up on our lake shore, and she felt like she wanted to be upon this stump. But I don't know if you're aware that many kinds of pine trees will hold on to their seeds for up to 10 years, and certain ones can't even release their seeds unless there's a hot, quick fire that causes them to release their seeds and reforest. So she's another emblem of survival and regeneration, kind of connected to Dopo l'incendio. This piece is called Mother, Mother, Ocean.
That's all?
That's all.
It's okay.
This piece was made, inspired by the Day of the Dead weekend in Mexico, and it is called A Wing and a Prayer. This is Ellen of the Ways. She is inspired by a Celtic goddess who's a guardian of crossroads, which seems somewhat apt to me these days. This is Dark Water. I had thought I knew what she wanted to be, but she insisted that she wanted to be something else, and it took a while for that for the image to emerge for me, and therefore I named her something that wouldn't immediately say what she's about, and the viewer has to actually look at her for a few minutes for the image to finally arrive. This is Trengeling. It's a Malay word for pangolin. Again, I didn't want to hit the viewer over the head with what this is, because it usually takes people a minute to kind of finally catch on to the fact that there's a little animal curled on the top of this head. But I have been wanting for a long time to do a piece about the most trafficked endangered species in the world, a very tame little animal that people are really using in strange ways. But at any rate, this was inspired by an actual pangolin rescue worker who had the little pangolin around his head, but I changed it to a feminine figure and changed the face and called it Trengeling. This is Karya. She is inspired by a tree spirit, and some say that these spirits are the guardians of orphan souls, which again seems like a fairly apt thing for us to need these days. This piece is called You See More Than I. She's a combination of clay and glaze and encaustic. This piece is called Autumn Cascade, and she's just a true celebration of nature's ability to regenerate and go through the cycles of life, death, and life. And I just want to say at the end, thank you, Trina and Christian, for inviting me to show in this beautiful space.